I gotta switch it over to me just to get this to work. I still need a minute, sorry guys. Video capture. I'm busy. Ah, I didn't plug it in, that's why. Woohoo! Got that to work. We're gonna get some cutting board action here. Hello everyone. How is your Friday going? I'm just doing something real quick here. I got a little sidekick today. She's gonna be helping me out and she's very excited. Aren't you, Claire? Mm-hmm. Excited to be a helper today. Just looking for my other logo here.
Are you going to do the sauce?
The sauce? You mean the black bean dip?
Yeah.
You know what? I think we will do the black bean dip first. That way we have something to munch on while we're talking to everybody.
Munch on?
Yeah. We want to be able to see if anybody's commenting. How are you guys doing today? Oh, they can't hear me. Oop, there you go. How's everybody doing today? So happy it's Friday. I don't know why this is not catching up here. Let's watch this one. Okay.
Oh, I went around.
Hello, today we're going to be making some delicious, spicy...
Juicy.
Yes, say hi.
Hi.
All right, now be quiet. We're going to be making some delicious, spicy black bean dip, which is super healthy and super delicious and full of fiber. To be honest, I stole this recipe from Rick. So it's not on my website right now. I will be posting it after this video, so you guys can make that recipe for the game day Sunday. And then we're going to be making some delicious air fryer buffalo cauliflower. And what's really awesome about buffalo cauliflower is it's both high in fiber. It's not actually fried, and if any of you don't have an air fryer, I suggest you click on the link for an air fryer in my buffalo cauliflower post and get one right now, because we use it like at least 3 times a week. It's really amazing. All right, so we're gonna get started first with the... Are you making an L sign on your forehead? What were you just doing? She's funny. We're gonna be making the black bean dip first. It's gonna be the easiest one to bust out, as well as Claire and I might want to snack on some bean dip while we're hanging out with you guys. So.
When's the bean dip gonna be done?
When's it gonna be done? She's hungry. It's lunchtime and she hasn't had lunch yet, so it only takes about 5 minutes to make. It's super easy. We're gonna chop up our veggies and throw it in the processor. So what you will need for this recipe, and like I said, I'll have it posted so you can reference it later. Ooh, hey, somebody said hi to you, Claire. Carmen says hi. And if you guys are here right now, please comment #live, or just tell me how your Friday is going. And then if you're watching the replay, #replay, and if it's still Friday, let us know how you're doing. Okay, so the recipe here, Rick has a nice little doc that he's been compiling of all his recipes. He's actually quite a good cook himself. In fact, he taught me a lot of the stuff that I do, to be honest, especially when it comes to cooking, or I'm sorry, cutting skills, knife skills. I used to just kind of butcher everything, you know, like Fruit Ninja, all the food. And now I know how to cut fruits and vegetables safely. All right, so first we're gonna make this delicious spicy black bean dip. We're gonna need 2 cans of black beans, and we're gonna drain the black beans. I like to use low sodium so that we can control how much salt we put into the dip. You're gonna need 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and I've got my little sidekick here gathering ingredients for me. I'm saying it right now, okay? You want to grab the lime. We're going to need 1 lime. That yields about 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Thank you. Olive oil, that's over there. The 2 tablespoons olive oil. We're going to use some fresh cilantro. And if you are into gardening at all, I highly suggest growing your own herbs. A cilantro plant only costs $2 and will continue to yield more cilantro. I killed my cilantro plant. I need to start that plant over again, so I ended up having to pay $2 just for a little container of cilantro. And that's expensive, especially when you can get it from the yard. So we're gonna use a sweet onion, a tomato, 2 jalapenos, and then we've got some salt, black pepper, cumin, chili powder, and cayenne pepper that we're going to be using. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and, since we're blending this, I'm not going to worry too much about mincing up the garlic. I'm just going to throw the cloves in there. I am going to chop up the jalapeno a little bit because I want to make sure that it's even throughout the dip. And then we'll throw the rest of the ingredients in there and blend it up and try it out. So if you're making this delicious spicy black bean dip for a Super Bowl party, or I mean, you can really just make it and put it in the fridge and put it on everything. You can spread it on your sandwiches, dip vegetables in it. Well, I would suggest that you not only bring a healthier version of tortilla chips. I picked these up at the store today. And I honestly just walked by them and thought, ooh. These are not yucky. You love spinach.
I hate spinach.
No, you don't. You're lying. So these are some chips I picked up at the store, and don't be fooled. They're still going to have a little bit of oil in them. They're not the healthiest choice, but this is a healthy alternative to some other. No, that's not for it. That's a different snack. That's not going to be good in our black bean dip. This is a healthier alternative. But when you go to your party with your bean dip, a really good idea is to bring a bunch of chopped vegetables to also dip in the black bean dip. So you're getting a little bit of that volume in between the tortilla chips. And that'll help naturally crowd out eating too much of that, of the junk food that goes with the black bean dip. Just checking on you guys. Hello, hello. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the processor out so we can throw some stuff in it. All right. And I'm gonna switch camera so you guys can see what I'm doing in front of me.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so yes, let's get started.
Why am I on another side?
Pulling up Rick's recipe again here. Okay, so we're going to mince up 2 jalapenos. I'm going to do that first because that is the
I'll get the lime sauce.
The only vegetable I gotta chop up right now. There's also a tomato in here, but I don't want to blend it in with the dip.
I'm trying to get
Excuse me. Oh.
there.
Yeah, okay. Alright. You know what? I'm second guessing myself real quick because I'm assuming how Rick makes his dip. Sweetie, do you add the jalapeno in to blend or do you add it afterwards?
What?
Do you blend the jalapeno in?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Why do all the work? Let the food processor do the work.
Ah, okay. He's right.
You cut
Do
it
you
up
do it
to
with the
seed.
tomato too? I feel like that's
quarter
weird.
it.
Huh?
Quarter it.
Okay.
If
All
you
right, we're
take
gonna do it.
seeds out, that's the only reason why you cut the jalapeno off. That's
Yeah.
the stems off and
First,
stuff.
can
We're gonna do it exactly the way Rick does it.
It's fast.
Yes. So you don't even dice up the jalapeno then, do you?
No, it's what the food
All right.
processor's for.
I like it.
Wait,
Okay.
are those spicy jalapenos?
Yes, they're spicy jalapenos. I hope they're spicy. I feel gypped when they're not spicy. Okay.
They're super
So,
spicy.
and I like to leave the seeds in my jalapeno because it makes it spicier. If you're not really into the heat, but you like the flavor of jalapeno, you know, go ahead and de-seed your pepper. So I'm just gonna make it a little easier for the processor here. Put it in here.
I wanna put the other
I'm not letting you touch a jalapeno.
one.
I'll have tears here in 10 minutes. It'll rub your eyes and you'll get, and I'm actually being quite bold here, touching the jalapeno myself. It's always better to put some gloves on when you're handling hot peppers, but I don't usually do it, to be honest. I just make sure I wash my hands really well. Okay, so we've added our jalapeno. Let's see, where can you guys see this? I'll put it right there. Okay. And we need, do you want, assistant, would you like to get me something?
What?
Would you like to see if you can find the garlic cloves in the bag at the bottom of the fridge? I forgot to pull those out. All right. See, while she's pulling out the garlic, I'm gonna see what the next ingredient is here. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw 3 garlic cloves into the processor. Yes, I will let you put them in. Here, I like a little bit more garlic, so I'm gonna put just an extra one. Here you go. Oop, this one doesn't look good. There you go, throw them in. Thank you, Assistant Claire. All right.
I like to something broken up. It's like way better.
Yeah, you like them broken up. It's gonna get broken up in the processor. The processor is gonna break it up. So we don't have to do it. That's what makes it so easy. All right, so we need 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
I want to put the lime juice on the square.
You wanna squeeze it? Okay. All right, oh, so we got our citrus squeezing apparatus. That's kind of an inside joke. And 1 lime tends to amount to 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
Got
And
the lime?
hold on. Same with a lemon if you were working with lemon. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm not going to measure this, but it's about 2 tablespoons. If you're using a bottle of lime juice, you'll measure with a tablespoon measuring. Here you go. I'll put that in there and see if, now you got to put the holes down so that it doesn't spray everywhere. Okay, you got it. Boop. Get that arm muscle into it, Claire. Good job. All right.
That's the second lime,
Yep, we got
please.
another one. Let me make sure we can see you on the screen too. Oop, we gotta pull you a little over. There we go. There we go. All right.
And squeeze.
Since Claire's helping, we want to make sure she gets her fame too. There you go.
There's no way either.
Yummy.
Mine's
All
like
right.
cinnamon.
No, don't stick your finger in there.
I'm trying.
She's not very patient when it comes to waiting for her food. She'll eat things cold or raw when she's hungry.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, lime juice is good.
Like
All right,
the
and then
jalapenos.
we got our,
Caitlin, there's a
I'm gonna go ahead and put the beans in. I'm kind of going out of order here, but 2 cans of low sodium black beans. And I'm just gonna go ahead and, I'm a little bit of a cheater. I kind of just hold the lid down and dump the liquid out.
How did you do that?
Use it as a filter. It's probably not the appropriate way to do it, but it is the fast way. Okay. Let's get those black beans. You opened it, good. Let's be careful not to pull the tab off of
I
it.
got some money.
You want a napkin?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm messy.
It's okay, I'm messy too. I mean, you saw the kitchen earlier, right? Super messy. That was mostly my mess. Drive my fiance crazy because I'm
Ugh.
not the most organized
I want to put the second
and
one.
clean
Can I
person
put
in the
the
world.
second one?
You want to get the second one in there?
But I hope I don't.
Go ahead.
A lot of beans.
Yeah, a lot of beans, a black bean dip.
There's more.
Beans are so good for you. They're full of protein, so they're an excellent source of plant-based protein. They
even
are
yummy.
full of fiber.
Even yummy.
Just one serving of this is 20% of the fiber you need for the day.
Even
and-
it's super good.
And it's super good. Fiber and protein fill you up, make you feel satiated. So having a small serving of beans is excellent for not only your health but for weight loss as well. All right, but you don't want to overdo the fiber because then what happens when you eat too many beans, Claire?
It's fire.
You fart. Nobody will want to be around you that day.
Nope.
And some people digest beans better than others. To be frank, I'm not one of those people, but I do love beans. All right, so now we need 2 tablespoons
I can't see
of
the peppers anymore.
olive oil.
See some of it.
Okay, let's see.
Can I put the olive oil in there?
Olive oil's right here. I pulled it out. Where'd it go?
I got it.
Oh, I had it out. Okay, hold on. We're not just dumping it. We're measuring it. I do often just dump things because I'm pretty good at this point at knowing being able to estimate pretty well. But
There's a few funnel.
here, I'm gonna pour it into here, and then you can pour it in. Okay? All right. All right, and what's excellent about using olive oil is that it has a lot of monounsaturated fats, which are good for you. However, oil is very dense and energy dense. There's lots of calories, so you want to be careful about how much you eat. In my weight loss program, we use an estimation method, and my clients will try to make sure that they aim for about a thumb's worth of fat at every meal. And it's give or take for different people, depending on what they're trying to do with their nutrition. Okay, so did we do the second one, Claire? We did the second one, right? All right. What is our next ingredient?
Cauliflower.
Hey, Mandela. I know you said hi 7 minutes ago, and I apologize. I'm jumping back and forth between different instances of this live. So I am watching the Sustainable Weight Loss group live for comments. I may toggle over to my personal Facebook profile to check that, but I'm watching that one less often. So you should join the group, and then I can then you can comment in the event there. So let's see, we got lime juice, olive oil, 4 sprigs of cilantro, and then we're gonna do 1/4 of a sweet onion. Let's go ahead and, like I said, this is pretty easy to grow outside, and it is a lot more affordable that way.
You kind of killed yours.
Today I had to last minute grab some cilantro because I keep putting a small little cilantro plant in the ground and I'm too impatient, so I end up using too much and then the plant dies. That's been my experience. 1, 2, 3. Let's get a bigger one. Yeah, I will. Give me a second, sweetie. I gotta cut it up. All right. So I rinsed these earlier. I know it doesn't look like it because I pulled it out of the package, but okay. So we're gonna want to get the leaves off of there. Okay. Just want to avoid this thicker piece here. So cut around that here. I'm going to put it right here, and then you could throw it in, okay? As I'm doing it. Okay. You know, frankly, if this were my recipe, and I'm probably going to go ahead and garnish this with more cilantro, because I'm a huge fan of cilantro. I hated it when I first tried it. I thought it tasted like soap. And now I'm a huge fan. Do you guys like cilantro? They're excellent on tacos. Cilantro is actually also on, what are you doing? Okay, we got the lemon in there. Cilantro is also on like Vietnamese recipes. I think some Thai recipes. I'll have to double check that. You're gonna pick them off? Okay, I'll get started cutting the onion then. It's kind of nice having a little sidekick in here. It's helpful. All right, we're gonna put that onion. All right. And this is a really big onion, but I think it's okay if we put a lot of onion in there. Just throwing my mess everywhere for now. That's how I do in the kitchen. Alright.
That's super yummy.
Okay, and while I'm cutting this onion, I'm gonna foreshadow a little bit of what I'll be talking about when we're done cooking, and that is that I have another sustainable weight loss program starting February 15th. If you stay for this entire live or happen to pop in at the end, we'll probably be here for about an hour. I have 5 discount codes. You know what, heck, you can message me now, and I will get the code to you after this live. I am giving out an insane discount to my weight loss program. If you sign up for the 3 months, which honestly you'll do the 3 months and then you'll want to continue because you'll be forming some healthy habits and you'll be ready for those next set of habits, which are we focus on movement and exercise the 2nd, 3rd months, 3 months, as well as mindfulness when it comes to eating. But if you sign up for the 3 months, I'm giving a 30% discount code to only 5 people. If you sign up for the 6 months, you get an additional 10% off. So that's starting soon. If you're interested, please message me. I do free consultations. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about that for a second because I'm gonna mess up here. So this is only for a 1/4 onion, so I'm gonna put the rest of that aside there.
Caitlin, can I put that in me?
Yes, you can. And you know what? I'm probably cutting it up more than I need to, being that we're putting it in the processor, but that's okay. That's how I cut an onion. All right. Okay, we're almost there. Tomato and our seasonings.
Oh, these pieces are falling apart.
Are they? It's okay. That's good. You gonna put them in there? All right. Cut this ugly part off the end. Just quarter the tomato.
I like tomatoes. They're my favorite.
Tomatoes are my favorite too. I had a tomato snack last night. When you've had way too much to eat for the day and you're having those munchies at night, it's a great time to catch up on your vegetable intake for the day. I love to slice up tomatoes. This is my new favorite snack. Slice up tomato and put some balsamic vinegar on it with salt and pepper and eat it like that. Might sound a little boring, but balsamic's delicious. All right. What do we got next here? We got our, now we just got to add our seasonings and then we are good to go. Claire, can you help me find, we need cumin, chili powder, and cayenne.
Where's
Okay.
my
Here's the chili powder. What was the other? I already forgot the other ones. Cumin, cayenne. Cumin and cayenne. Here's the cumin. All right.
So what's first, the jalapeno? So what's first, the jalapeno?
Don't you start dumping that in there. And that's the spicy one. You wouldn't be able to eat it. You'd be like, this is too spicy. And I'm swapping out the cayenne for ground red pepper. Reason being that I bought this to experiment with it. And it's actually my Doritos seasoning, which is also on, whoo, hey! She just dumped that all over herself. The Dorito seasoning is on Clean Cooking Caitlin, but I'm going to use this ground red pepper instead of cayenne. You of course probably have cayenne and don't have ground red pepper, so go ahead and use that. But I really love the flavor of this, and I was surprised when I bought it. I've been using it in a lot of stuff now because it has that cayenne heat, but it also has more of a roasted red pepper flavor, which I think is really good. Okay.
Look at it.
Okay, you're gonna dump all the seasonings out on yourself. Okay, so we gotta do a half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper. I know, I'm opening up the door on you here, sorry. Half a teaspoon of salt, and we need a tablespoon. Okay. All right, this is a quarter teaspoon. Half a teaspoon, and then we got tablespoon, half a tablespoon.
This one.
I'm just gonna estimate half tablespoon for that one, so that I don't have to pull out 1,000 measuring spoons. Okay, all right, we don't need that. Thank you. We don't need the measuring cups. Maybe for the next recipe, okay? All right.
Can I put it?
Ah.
Can I put this?
All right. Yes, I'm going to measure it out and then you can put it in there, okay? All right, so half a teaspoon of salt, and you can reduce this or add more to your liking, but this is a good baseline, half a teaspoon. There's a lot of servings in here, so it's really not too much. Okay,
That
go
looks
ahead.
pretty.
The salt looks pretty. Does it look like snow?
Yeah.
Teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. Boop. You got the wrong one. It's right here. That's a lot of pepper.
I got pepper out already.
Pepper's good.
Got pepper out.
Woo!
I got pepper out already, Kate.
Oh yeah, but that would take us forever to crush up a whole teaspoon. So I'm gonna use that. making a mess here. Okay. All right, and then we've got our tablespoon of cumin. I love cumin. You can pretty much always put a ton of cumin in anything smoky or Mexican. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got a tablespoon of this. Oop, gotta rinse out my tablespoon. So I put olive oil in it. Okay.
That is pretty.
And I am pouring this over this processor because I don't really mind if I put extra in there. Cumin's good. Cumin's good, and there are some studies that black cumin, anyway, aid in weight loss. You can find more information on that if you go to nutritionfacts.org. I think he has it on nutritionfacts.org. If not, it's in Dr. Greger's book, How Not to Diet, which was a pretty good book. A little biased toward whole food, plant-based only diet, so keep that in mind if you go read that book. But it does have a lot of great information in it regarding ways to live to keep your weight down and to lose weight as well. Okay, what are you doing? All right, we just have 2 more seasonings, and then we're gonna blend this up. A half a tablespoon of chili powder, and she's kind of butchered the spoon, but it's okay. And a half a teaspoon of the cayenne or ground red pepper. Okay, and I just estimated that. This is oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you pour the next one in. But this next one is spicy, so don't breathe it in. Don't put it in your nose or anything, okay? All right. Put it in. Okay. Good job, assistant. Okay. All right, now the only thing we got to do is to blend it, yes. I told you this would take 5 minutes. It will take you 5 minutes. Nothing takes me 5 minutes, especially when I'm talking. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw this in the processor, which I got over here. Thank you. Little kitchen sidekick. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but she's got her shirt on backwards. That's the thing to do. 5-year-olds think that's cool, apparently. Do I have I'm gonna go ahead and blend it over here because I don't have a plug.
Okay, but there's a plug on this side.
I know, but I'm using it with other stuff. So. Alright. Just making sure I'm blending it to the consistency that Rick has written his recipe. Pulse food processor a few times to chop up, leaving some chunkiness. That's how I would do it too. All right, so let's go ahead and process the black bean dip. Thank you.
Can I turn it on?
Yes, but we're gonna use the pulse button so that we can control how many times we do it. So see that? Now you can do it again. We're gonna make it. We're gonna blend it, but also leave it a little chunky. All right, now let me check it. All right, we can do it a few more times. And the reason I personally liked dicing up the vegetables a little bit is because we're not totally blending the dip, and that'll ensure that we don't have too chunky of bits of jalapeno. But of course, this is a super easy recipe. You can just throw it all the blender and blend it up. Again, leaving it chunky, because I don't know, chunky dip is much better than blended dip in my opinion.
This is good.
All right. Yeah, this is perfect. I might have gone maybe one less pulse than she did there, but it's still, look at how delicious that is. Here,
Can I see?
right here. Yummy.
Can I see?
I'm gonna put some in a bowl so we can eat some while we're doing our buffalo cauliflower. And I am noticing that I am took quite a long time to make this this dip here. So I'm gonna maybe do a little break between these two recipes today. All right.
Ew.
Woo! I know it looks gross, doesn't it? But it's really good.
It looks like poo poo. Looks like poo.
Looks like poo?
Yeah.
Yucky. It's not poo. Did you just stick your fingers in there?
No, I stick on
Yes,
a blade. On a blade.
On the blade. So I'm just going to put a little in a bowl for us for now, so you can see it. And then I'm going to deal with cleaning this processor out later. All right.
It's not actually spicy. It's not spicy at all.
Not spicy. Oh, I just licked the ground red pepper on the side, so I'm getting some heat in my mouth right now. All right.
Yummy.
And this is, like I said, this is super healthy. Really low oil, but good olive oil with healthy monosaturated fats, tons of fiber. Bring this to your Super Bowl game parties, or if you're watching it at home. Take this with some healthier tortilla chips and some cut veggies, something like this.
I want some more.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna pull out the chips too. You can have some. So here, for any of you who can't see this delicious dip, give it a second to, come on, camera, focus.
Come on, focus.
You guys be able to see this dip. There we go. It's being silly.
Come on, focus.
Yes. That's how it's very delicious. Don't fall, please. It's Friday. I don't want to go to the emergency room. All right. Now we've got one recipe done. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a break and then come back for the buffalo cauliflower. I would like to tell you more about my weight loss program that starts February 15th. One of the excellent things about my weight loss program is that we have far less restriction than any other program that you can be on. This is something that you can continue, that you can sustain, you can continue living by. All food is on more of a continuum of eat more, eat less. Let me go back to this. We don't cut out any food, so it's not, you can't have any grains or you can't have any meat. I am plant preferred, so I do highly promote eating lots of fruits and vegetables to crowd out a lot of the less healthy options that you might eat throughout your day. But we focus on what you should be eating and incorporating into your diet versus what you should not be eating. And you know, psychologically that works out a whole lot better for people. So not only do we have less restrictions, we having a brain fart. Give me a second, it's coming. We practice a new healthy habit every week so that you can reinforce these practices to live a sustainably healthy lifestyle going forward. Because what really stinks about most programs out there are that they are very restrictive. They have, they have a short duration of time where you dedicate yourself to it. And then when you're done doing the program, yes, you might have lost some weight, but most people, they go and they gain all of that weight back plus some because they never learned how to live a healthy lifestyle. They didn't practice new healthy habits. And that is what we do in Transcend's Sustainable Weight Loss Program. So the other things you would get with this weight loss program, you get the education for each healthy habit. She's distracting me. She's so cute. You get the accountability. So I check in with you every day on our community Facebook page. I give you a lot of tips for how to incorporate healthy living into a busy, hectic lifestyle, because all of us have a busy, hectic lifestyle, but especially us parents. And I actually just created a system that we to gamify the weight loss too. So you get badges that you can share when you've crossed certain thresholds, like when you've lost your first 5 pounds. The output of this is you're going to be able to run around with your kids again. You're going to be able to climb a couple flights of stairs with your groceries without feeling like you're going to die. And I'm speaking from experience. I was 50 pounds heavier several years ago. I've kept it off to this day, but I remember feeling depressed, feeling tired, feeling like doing any physical activity was like a huge chore on my body, and just thinking about having to do anything physical. I used to hate exercise, I hated cooking. So going through my weight loss program, you can expect to make quite a bit of headway toward living that healthier lifestyle in the long term. So if you're here right now, please send me a message. I will send you a discount code for 30% off, and I'm not doing this very long, 30% off my 3-month program. Or if you go ahead and sign up for 6 months, I'll give you 40% off the whole 6 months. And I'm really looking forward to making you my next success story. And I've got a few people in the program right now that are doing really well. If you're curious about that, yesterday I did, was it yesterday? The day before, Wednesday, I did an interview with one of my clients. She's lost 7 pounds and has lost over 6 inches in just it's only been a couple months that she's been in my program, and that was through the holidays. She'll admit that she wasn't totally compliant during the holidays, which is fine. This is a flexible program. You get out what you put into it, but you don't have to be 100% consistent to get amazing results. Ooh, thank you. So please send me a message. Go check out my program at transcendweightloss.com. We start February 15th, and I'll be excited to help you and your family out. Let's talk soon. I'll be back in a few minutes to do our air fryer buffalo cauliflower.